I just want to hammer this point home of not the relaxing. I think you got that, right? Especially this music. This is like new age music, basically, is what we used to call it in the 80s. But this is a very pattern oriented. So if you get a good, strong, again, this is how you want to practice this. You play the octave with the power chord, and then it's just the next note up. 3, 2, 1. Okay. If you can get good at going like this, nice and relaxed, and then you do it in A. There's only 4 of these things, right? He's trying to make it easy for you. Don't make it hard for yourself. And when you practice it, first of all, do it not that fast. You do it slow with, that's what the loops are for. They really keep you in check. And they really teach your brain and your body to work evenly. Because the tendency always when you learn something is like, oh, this part's easy. Oh, I got this one. And then it's like, oh, I got to go there. So, and then I got to find where I am. We can't stop and start like that. So to level the playing field, you need to be able to do this transition, which I just failed at just right there, but we're going to pretend that I really just nailed it. So, and then you slowly speed it up until, because you got a long way to go. You got to get there. If you really want people to cry. Let's see if I can do it. Right. Okay. That was the first time I ever played that. So then the second part of this whole thing, that's why I made the loops, because you can slow them way down, and it really helps. Yeah. So, and again, continually taking the hands apart, because you get these little weird little habits, and then you learn like that. But if you take the parts apart, also it helps you to separate, because when you learn things when it's just hands together, you tend to, they're dependent on one another. But if it's this psychological thing, if I can get this to just be its own thing, right? And if I can just, I'm used to thinking about just this, and I'm used to thinking about just this, then I can have a better shot at it. It's a better shot at having 2 separate things. Detach. Speaking of detaching, so this whole, for the entire piece, the most difficult thing, that's not even the most difficult thing, right? Getting that, you can just kind of step by step, slow the things down, work on the transitions, do the one hand and then do the other hand, then do them hands together really slow, and slowly speed up the play along. And you can do this over the course of just a practice session. Yeah. This is, again, we're talking about how to practice this stuff. So when you first sit down, just play one hand, just play the other hand, and then put them together. You'll find in a week of doing that, you'll make so much progress. Okay. Whereas if you just sit down and play the same thing, you're going to make the same mistakes over and over, and your brain is just going to think that's how the little people that live inside your unconscious mind is. They're like, oh, that's not what we're supposed to do. This is it. Anyway, so then the other part of this, the hard part, is getting the melody to sing, to bring it out. So in other words, not. Oh, sorry. You can't really hear it. The left hand, the low notes are always louder, and there's always more of them. Look, I got 4 notes to 1 over here. And then if I put this accompaniment, that's 6 notes to 1. So you really have to, give it a little more juice up there. And the way that you want to practice that, first of all, again, taking the hands apart and just seeing how quietly can you play your left hand. Do it with the play again, how quietly can I do that? And then in the right hand, loud, right? Exaggerate. So, and then I'm taking away the middle accompaniment. So really loud, overly loud, and overly quiet. And then I'm going to do the same thing just with the right hand. This is going to be overly quiet, this is overly loud. Don't hit that hard, you're going to hurt yourself. But I'm really exaggerating, right? And you're really going to have to slow it down even before you play it with a play along, just because getting your mind to transition in the same hand. Yes, sir, go for it. Is difficult. But if you can get yourself to do that, then you can smooth it out. And it seems like that's an exaggeration, but you really, on an again, like an instrument like this that has a very small dynamic range, it's not very far off from what I have to do to really get you. Anyway, that stuff, that's just a bunch of fluff. You know, it's just this texture.